Hello, people, and welcome to BTG. This is your host, Mr. Shaker. You may know some such songs as After Call and You Shoulda Took the. And today I wanted to speak about this one thing I noticed during the campaign, where these individuals were actually. It was funny during the 2016 campaign, where I know some people, when they wanted to promote Trump's campaign, was that they were stating that they didn't really they pretty much didn't care about the actor, or they were trying to disparage the actors for stating who they wanted to vote for. I remember you had certain actors who endorse certain candidates, which is, not against anything. It's not illegal. I know it's legal for churches to endorse a candidate only because of that separation of church and state. And then when you think about it, a lot of people hold their pastors or those speakers within their congregation in high regard. And since those individuals are revered, they'll tend to listen to them, and those people can potentially influence their votes. So that I do understand. However, even though someone could argue that certain people, certain actors couldn't be regarded as idols as well, and in that regard, they could actually certain rules could also apply to them as well, which is actually kind of funny to think about. Is that if you're part of a congregation, like if you are indeed a member of a congregation or a church, and you're promoting your religion, such as if somebody was to promote Scientology or Catholicism, then these individuals who are actors that are promoting that, and people are following them, but then they also endorse a certain candidate, that doesn't really fall in the same category. And I guess that's because the people who listen to the actor don't necessarily follow the same religion as the actor, or the actor doesn't have a church. But I'm not sure what the rules actually align on that, because I'm not certain if we had any secular candidates, not secular, but any true atheistic candidates that came around. Because if we did see that, that'd be pretty interesting to see that. Then at that point you would see a true separation of church and state. Only if the person is a true atheist and not associated with any religions. Because I know some people who are atheists. There are some people who are Christian and also atheist, where they admire the principles of the Bible. However, they just don't believe in a God, which some people believe is a contradiction. However, those people do exist. Like, you can be theistic, you could just either be theistic or atheistic or agnostic. However, your religious beliefs could be something entirely different, though certain beliefs such as Christianity would be contingent. To be a true practitioner, so to speak, one's belief would be contingent on them being theistic rather than being atheistic. Though I would say if someone does hold the principles, then they hold the principles in high regards. They may actually hold the principles in higher regard than some people I know that are Christians. So I'm thinking, more power to them. So the thing I was talking about was just certain actors that I've noticed was just that, or not even just actors. I know some people who were supporting Trump. They were thinking, well, who cares about what actors say? But however, I did see some videos where I don't know if this is the same person that said that same line. However, I know some people that actually stated, "Where is that? Like, who really wants to listen to an actor?" Those are the same people that were saying, "Oh, it's these people for Trump." Mostly the ones I was thinking about were the black people that were for Trump. Like, it showed what's his name? I don't know. I didn't hear Shaquille O'Neal speak about supporting Trump or endorsing Trump. However, there's this one video where the thumbnail, it showed blacks who support Trump, and it showed Shaquille O'Neal like he was about to say something on Sports Center. However, I never watched the video or the full video to see what the actual endorsement was. But I did see a few videos about people against Black Lives Matter. Though you had ASAP Rocky and Lil Wayne, which they didn't exactly go against it. They just couldn't really speak on it because, as they were saying, especially Lil Wayne, where he said that he didn't encounter racism, not in the sense of, you know, the white versus black sense. And as he was stating, it was actually some cop that happened to be white who actually assisted him. Which, like I said, I don't like to mention the colors and all that. However, this is where we're at. I know people want to say stop talking about it, but I'm not the one who decided to call myself a certain skin tone, and like I'm not the one that made up the terms black and white, so I can't get blamed for that. But one thing I did find funny about it was just that these same people that was talking about who cares about these actors from voting for Trump, or who cares if they don't support him, were the same people that were speaking of people that actually do endorse him, which actually made me think about how some people thinking if you're black you should vote Democrat, and you know if you're voting Republican you're Uncle Tom, and I think that's only based on the historical approach of the Republican Party, where the polls actually switched because there was one Republican. I think I saw this one video, I'll probably post the link of that as well, where they were talking about how the parties changed, and it was only because of the housing bill, where I think Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the Democrat, actually wanted to pretty much remove the discrimination within the housing bill and give equal housing, while the other person stating that, or the opponent of that housing bill, was against the idea that a state was thinking that the states should have their own rights, and that big government will wind up getting in the way if they were to impose such a decree. When you think about it, it doesn't really sound too much like a decree, only because, I mean, even though it is a decree, when you think about it, you're just thinking, wait, somebody's not discriminating on housing? Which I'm thinking, like I said, I admire capitalism, I just don't like it to the extent to which it could actually prevent certain people from succeeding. Which, the funny thing is about it is, if you did have somebody that was part of a discriminated group, however, they did have certain skills, and somebody paid them under the table, or paid them less or half as much, and eventually they would probably save money if these people decide to hire them. Because imagine someone said, okay, you're a highly skilled worker, but we don't want to hire you because we're racist. That's just what they want to do. If the other person decides, say, well, we'll take you along, but however, we're going to pay you a little less just because that's who we are. Then I'm thinking, if that business decides to go from 0 to 100 and actually improves, then if that were to happen, then I'm saying if something like that actually did occur, then I guess the people that were being a bit racist would be forced to hire these people, and because at that point they were thinking, wow, these people are some of the not greatest workers, but wow, there's some great workers here, and we're discriminating, and we're losing business because of this. Wait, this ain't right. And I'm not sure how much business someone would actually lose if they didn't hire those people that were the highly skilled workers. Which I'm thinking, I guess eventually, maybe the whole racist ideology would have ended at some point. Like if you think about those boycotts that existed back in the day, when the bus boycott, if something like that actually did occur, imagine that actually occurred with any policy that people were against, where they thought, okay, well, since what do you call it? Like, because if they thought of the idea that if this one place is racist, then I'm not going to buy from them, or I disagree with their policy, so I'm not going to buy from them. And I'm thinking, okay, that I'm like, okay, that actually, listen, that actually could work. However, I was thinking of the notion that even though this would wind up working, I would just think that would take a long time because we're talking about using the economy to wind up. Oh dear. Oh, what the frick? No, not again. So anyway, as I was stating, to have someone focus on that ideology of, like I think it would. I think eventually it would have improved society. However, it would have taken a while to use capitalism. Even though I do believe that's was one of the most effective called cases, so to speak. I mean, I do think it was a combination of a few things, trying to implore people to say, hey, you should, certain protests worked. The nonviolent protests definitely worked, and also the approach of capitalism of not buying into certain brands because of the way they acted also helped policy as well. Though I think what I was saying about the about the individuals was I didn't understand was a lot of the people that I saw that were black Trump supporters, like I was alright with them supporting Trump. I just didn't understand why they had to wear the Make America Great Again hat. So I noticed that some people who were not black were wearing, or not even black, just wasn't white, they didn't wear Make America Great Again hats. And I'm trying to figure out why. Is it all the videos I'm looking at, they always have the Make America Great Again hat. And these people were reasonable, it's just that I'm thinking, why is it that like, I'm thinking, like, why is it that, even though it's funny because they were always outnumbered wearing the Make America Great Again hat, and they were reasonable. They weren't yelling at people or anything. It's almost as though when they were yelling, it wasn't as though they were yelling like they were being all aggressive as you see some people at Trump rallies. They were actually calm and tranquil, and they actually were trying to be reasonable. But then again, I don't know if that was just them being honest or is the fact they were afraid to get hurt because of where they were at. Maybe if they had more people, I'm not sure. But however, anyways, I was just thinking, why is it that all the videos I just always see someone, that random individual that supports Trump, except for that one teen, he's the only person I've seen, that one guy who got threatened because he was talking about that one guy that was wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt and also had a little lisp. And he was talking about, he said, "Why, yeah, Trump gonna send Mexicans back to Mexico's." And the guy was like, "No, he said illegals. And the funny thing is, I was trying to think, I know that guy, he got attacked, or not attacked, but he was getting threatened and stuff. I was thinking, whatever happened to the girls that were by him? Because he was the only person that got attacked. I'm like, who was against this guy? I said, they never attacked the people on the sides. They always attacked that one individual who's in the title, which I never understand. Why do you always go for them? I was just thinking, why they just gotta wear the hat? Like, I'm thinking, you don't have. I mean, if you want to wear it and show pride, I mean, that's fine. However, I was thinking, there's no real. I was thinking, I just find that funny how these people gotta put on the hat. I'm thinking, what, people don't believe that you support Trump if you're a black person? Is like you gotta wear the hat or wear something like Blacks for Trump to actually send a message? Like, that's the thing I don't understand about that party. It reminds me of, it almost reminds me of like the Civil War type of thing where the people might have had to, like, I mean, that'd have been a funny sight. Actually, I don't know how that worked out. The black soldiers or those slaves that was actually fighting for the Confederates. I'm not sure how that would have worked out. To say, are you sure they're on our side? Or say, he's cool with us. He's Jimbo's cool with us, right, Jimbo? You cool? You're not looking forward to freedom anytime soon? He's like, yes, master, something like that. I'm not sure how that was working out, but it's just funny when you look at these groups, because I remember somebody was on Facebook when the one guy person saying he's at the Trump rally. He says, well, I don't really feel too safe here. And he's looking around a little bit, and I don't know if the people were looking at him crazy because he was kind of looking around, or he's looking at him because they're like, you don't look like one of us. Where your hat at, boy? Where your hat? And I remember somebody on Facebook said, yeah, you look a little odd because I don't remember what he said, but it didn't even sound like it was a good excuse. I'm thinking, wait, why can't this guy be at the rally? I mean, if he wanted to check it out, then he wanted to check it out. I mean, why? I mean, why is it that? I mean, shouldn't he be able to go to the rally? I'm saying if you wanted to check it out, I'm thinking you don't got to be able to. I mean, really, you don't want the people there that's really there to support the person. I mean, especially if you're trying to get more votes. You want the people that are. You want the people that are not. What do you call it? You want the people that's not really there to support you, or the people that are kind of what do you call that? I guess on the cusp or the line of who they want to vote for. They're the undecided line. So if these people are undecided, that's the people you want to target. So I'm thinking you have people that are undecided going to these rallies and they're feeling uncomfortable. You're like, well, be uncomfortable. We don't need you. And maybe those didn't really need those people because he won anyway, but that was only from the Electoral College, which I probably had to make another video about that to get into that because that was that was actually, I guess I could talk about a little bit about it in this video. But no, I'll say that for the next vid. But no, the thing I was saying was that the thing I didn't understand was that, like, I was thinking, I understand to make America great again. I just don't see the point of some of the people wearing it. Like, you don't. I'm saying you don't have. I'm saying if you don't have to wear it if you support the guy. You can support them, but I just understand when did the politics turn into a pep rally or some rally at a football stadium. I mean, I understand we got blue versus red, like it's the Bloods and the Crips. However, I mean, it's just, I mean, you know, we're trying to vote for policies, and, I mean, it's actually things that matter. However, since that's starting to become like football, and you start thinking, wait, don't our lives kind of matter or get put on the line? Yes and no, because, to be honest with you, somebody pays for a wall or don't build a wall, it's not really going to make much of a difference, because at the end of the day, I'm thinking where I'm at, I'm going to be working at the same job, possibly, or maybe a different job. You know, if you talk about safety, I'm thinking since the Second Amendment's still around, and since people are going to think, okay, I guess you can still carry handguns, then I'm thinking my safety I'll still be fine. I mean, hopefully, I don't think it's illegal for you to wear a vest, hopefully, because like I said, I'm still pro body armor or bullet resistant vest, as it should be correctly termed. As someone was saying, they're bullet resistant, not proof, since they can't stop all bullets. Even the bullets they're supposed to stop eventually wear and tear, they get worn down, so it makes sense. However, like I said, I'm still pro that. So I mean, I'm thinking everybody should at least be able to invest in that. I mean, I wouldn't mind if some of that wall money that people were trying to fundraise would go to people who just walking around wearing vests, because I'm thinking everybody's against or some people are for guns, other people are against them. However, you can't be against a vest. I mean, that's pro-life right there. I mean that should be somebody's choice, and that should be. I mean, it saves lives. I'm thinking, why not wear a vest? I mean, you gotta wear the bulky kind, but I mean, just a vest would be nice. I mean, it's better than me wearing my cotton shirts or wearing my polyester linen shirts. I mean, that's fine. However, I was just stating that, like I said, I was thinking that, like, I know that people were talking about, or I saw one comment where someone says that, oh, I don't know if people getting mad about me wearing some Trump stuff. I don't know if you see that one video where the person was talking told to get out of the vape store because they were wearing a Trump hat and I think a Trump shirt, but not that red shirt, but it was like a black shirt, which actually had a nicer design to it. But this guy was wearing that, and the guy was reacting to what the guy was wearing. And the thing that was funny about it was that somebody was talking about, why is the guy upset about wearing Trump's the Trump hat? I mean, I wouldn't get somebody upset if somebody wearing an Obama shirt. And I'm thinking at the end of the day, I think it's funny when people try to compare Trump and Obama, which, to be honest with you, I don't understand how you have some people who admire Obama's Trump-like policies, or policies that Obama was enacting, such as things that they were saying, oh, Obama was tough on immigration. He wasn't for letting people in. I mean, he had the Dreamers Act, yes. However, they said he was trying to secure the border as well. He just wasn't trying to build a wall, as you know, that middle-aged idea. However, he was for. However, he was tougher on immigration. Yes, he did sign some papers or approve of missile strikes in Syria, just like Trump did. And people forget about that. And I think the thing is, they think about Trump, they think, oh, this guy's a jerk. So, you know, since he's a jerk, any nice acts that he's do, well, okay, I guess he's not that bad of a guy. But since Obama was kind of was a nice individual and well spoken and admired, when you hear about the schools that got bombed in Syria and certain hospitals that were bombed, at least I saw it on Facebook, so I don't know how true that is. But I'm just thinking of that stuff that occurred, and you kind of think like, wait, why? You kind of would be a little confused. You're thinking, wait, how did that get bombed? Or why was this on the target list? Like, why was this on the target list? And like I said, I understand people thinking, oh, we're gonna attack, you know, the people that tried to attack Trump, they should have attacked Obama. And I'm thinking, well, Obama's no longer the president. It's up to Trump now. I mean, good thing people are voicing their concerns now, because I mean, whatever Obama did that may have not been conducted too well, and I'm thinking at least it's good that it stopped. Because I'm thinking if somebody kept trying to rob a bank, and they kept saying, okay, we're gonna keep robbing it, we're gonna keep robbing it, keep robbing it, then you attack the next robber and say, okay, I'm tired of this. We're gonna put guards here, we're gonna put cops here, we're gonna arrest them. They think, well, why didn't you arrest the people that robbed it before? Well, they didn't arrest them, but they arrested you, you know. So that's the thing. And you know what's funny is, like, I'm thinking, like, I must be one of the rare people who admired Obama and Trump. Like, I mean, honestly, for me, those are my two favorite presidents. I might be in the extreme minority when I say that, but those two, like I said, I admire both of those people. I mean, they made things entertaining. I mean, Obama himself was, like I said, I just look at the presidential candidates as what they inspired me to do, not based on their policies, because I wasn't really around at that time. Because for me, I think Bush's campaign wasn't really my best years, so I kind of say, yeah, I don't think of him as a good president or nothing, but I just think about during that administration, things weren't really going all that well for me, so I was against that. So I was like, I don't really. I was thinking, you know what, what do you call it? I was thinking about, you know what, I don't really, you know, and I was thinking, you know, I really didn't like this campaign. Then during Obama, it was pretty nice, you know. I was thinking the race to the top inspired me to take my physics class instead of statistics, which honestly, physics is definitely the truth. Like, I love that. I love that math. If you put the right formulas in place, you can predict almost anything. I'll probably discuss that next video. However, I was stating that but one thing I know is, like, Obama inspired me to try to be whoever I can be. Like, think, you know, if you can be anything you want to be, you know, try it out. Anything you put your mind to it. But when Trump went in office, he actually confirmed that if this guy could be president, I definitely can do exactly whatever it is I put my mind to. Okay, people. Well, I think this is it. This is Mr. Shaker, and I'm out.